It's 9 p.m. in Austin, Texas. All amateur radio traffic, please stand by. The Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net is about to begin. If there is any emergency or priority traffic, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, happy Thanksgiving, y'all. It's been a whirlwind of a week for me. I'm sure it is as well for y'all. I have a fridge full of leftovers, so hopefully y'all are munching on some leftovers, maybe some pumpkin pie. And if you're not, well, then pizza. Pizza's always a good thing for Thanksgiving as well. So welcome to tonight. It's Friday. It's almost the beginning of the weekend. It is the beginning of the weekend. And you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. Bill has a house full of pizza. My name is Rusty. WZ5BVS, I'll be your net control for tonight. I'm transmitting from my QTH in Northwest Austin to the flagship 14732 repeater. Tonight's Trivia Net will be a hybrid net using the N50AK, KA5D, and W5LCR repeater systems, as well as an online trivia game. We currently have the bingo machine turned on, but we'll be shutting that down soon enough. To check in to tonight's Trivia Net, all you'll need is a smartphone, tablet, or any computer with a web browser. I'll give you a few seconds to run to your computer or grab your device before we tell you where to go. And while you're doing that, just a reminder, to see all the frequencies the Friday Night Trivia Net is transmitting on, visit n5oak.org, ka5d.com, or crhrc.org. For our Oak Hill Club members, we have our very own Friday Night Trivia Net channel on the Discord, so swing by and join the fellas. We also have grumpy old men going on in the video. We got two grumpy old men hanging out with it. We got Scott and Ray. So come in. I got to thank Lance for that. I haven't thought about this movie, and he posted a photo and said it was Ernesto and I at the old man breakfast. So I thought, you know what? Let's give it a whirl. Now that you have your device, open a web browser, go to n5oak.org, click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. If your XYL or kids would like to play along, just sign them in from their device. This also applies to all of you that are studying for your license. If you can hear my voice, you're welcome to play, and we would love to see you in the game tonight.
K5BZI.
Yes, sir, Ray.
I was just going to say, most of the time I do wake up grumpy, but sometimes I'll let her sleep in.
So that means that Dopey gets up first, is that what you're saying?
I just happened to hear that dad joke today, so I had to share. Back to net, K5BZI.
Oh, Roger, man. Tonight's trivia game will be divided into 4 rounds. Every round contains 10 questions worth 100 points each. Round number 1 is all about Thanksgiving movies. Round number 2, wild animal names. Round number 3 has things to do with the letter W. And round 4 is Thanksgiving songs. After each round, we'll have a short intermission to aid and drink refill and take care of all bodily functions. As always, questions, comments, and friendly taunting are welcome because it's Friday night and, we're here to have some fun. At the conclusion of tonight's trivia game, everyone will get sent home in style by our final elimination round. One wrong answer and you'll be officially done for the night, so make sure you pace yourself on those adult beverages. It's also Thanksgiving, so if you're a little drunk already, we totally understand. With all that said, I'm going to see if anyone has questions before we get tonight's Trivia Net underway. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now.
KI5YLS.
Yes, sir, Cody.
Just want to warn everybody now, this is 100% all rigged, so be prepared.
It is indeed, and that's what makes the game fun. You never know who's going to win and who's not. That's all part of it. All right, so let's shut down the bingo game and see how we did there. We got W7QAG, Texas Pie in the number 1 spot, Leela in the number 2, and Steve, KG5LAA in the number 3 spot. Congratulations on all of those that made that happen. And once again, if you'd like to play in tonight's game, you can join it round at any time. You don't have to wait for a round to be over. Just open a web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and go to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. And we're going to move everybody into the official Friday Night Trivia Net now that the bingo game is stopped. If you would, please make your name look like that over there on the right. I would certainly appreciate it, and it makes my life a whole lot easier. We also have a lot of fun new names that are not licensed, and I'm sure I think we got Dixie back again tonight. So if you have something fun and you don't want to put your score on the official logbooks, then just make something up. Just don't make it too awful vulgar. And, of course, every week we give away amazing door prizes for those of you that check in on time. Tonight's prize, you're never going to believe it, it is a free membership to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Let's spin the wheel and see who will be the big winner tonight. And a big congratulations to all our lucky winners. After the game tonight, head over to n5oak.org and sign up to become a member. It's gotten even easier because the bots have got hold of our new member form. So we went from 470-something members to over 800 members in a matter of one night. So I've taken that down, but you can definitely join us on Discord. You can still make that happen. We got the welcome team standing by waiting to make that happen. So if you're not on the Discord, that's where half the fun is. Plus, we got grumpy old men going on in the video and a movie. So come in and check it out. And we got plenty of people. Let's see, we've got, 24 people already in the game tonight. For those of you who are new and haven't checked into the TriviaNet before, we're going to run through a practice question real quick, so don't you worry. Make sure you're ready to push some buttons, though, because this is how it works. Questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Once the question has been read aloud, the answers will appear. All players will have 15 seconds to make a choice, but the longer it takes to choose an answer, the fewer points you will get. Also, remember to choose wisely, as you only get one shot to answer the question. And once the timer runs out, the correct answer will be revealed, as well as what everyone else thought it was. For those of you that like to keep up with your score, and that's pretty much everybody in the game, it's that number located in the top left of your screen, and it will always be available during gameplay. Now that everybody understands how the game works, let's see who has checked into the net so far tonight. So we're going to start at the bottom. We got Volley from Houston. We got Norman, N5ZOT. He is from Austin. Oh, we got Incognito. Incognito won last week. And they like to use capital letters. And as soon as they showed up, Sammy disappeared. So I don't know who Incognito is, but hopefully one of these days we'll figure that out. We got Dave, KI5STT down in Buda. We got Laura, KI5OLG in Alvin, Texas. And if we got a Dave, we got Holly, W5LUL. She's down in Buda. We got Scott, KI5OBD. We got Leonard and Leslie, KI5NLC. They're all hanging out in Kyle. We got Kent, KI5RVT. We got Bill, KI5WNK. Good to see you, Bill. He's over in Dripping Springs. We got Jason, KI5HKQ in Austin, Texas. Welcome, Jason. We got Cody. The whole thing's rigged. KI5YLS. He's up in Fort Hood. We got Robert with no call sign. He is in Houston. We've got Bill and Randy, W5ITZ, out in Ganado, Texas. Stephen, K5HWD, he's up in Liberty Hill. We got Philip, AC5G, over in East Austin. We've got Dixie Normus. He's back from Louise, Texas. Welcome, Dixie. Good to see you in here. And let's see, we've got Toyotas from Louise. I hope I'm not doing that wrong, even though you spelled it out there for me. We got Steve, KG5LAA in Burnett, Texas. We got W7QAG from Sugarland. We got D's Nuts. I've never heard of them before. They're from Louise. We got a bunch of crazy people out in Louise, Texas. We got Sky, N5LX. That's going to round it up. We got 24 people in tonight's game. If you want to play along, you can make it happen. Just open up your web browser and head over to n5oak.org. So now that we've said hello to everybody, let's see if anybody has any questions. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, we got everybody moved over into round number 1, Thanksgiving movies. We'll see how you do with that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands on your buzzers. The Friday Night Trivia Net will begin in T-minus 10 seconds. Here we go. Question number 1. What Midwest U.S. state welcomes Pauly Shore's Crawl to the family for Thanksgiving weekend in Son-in-Law? So it's looking like Kansas is in the number 1 spot, followed by South Dakota, Oklahoma, and Missouri. So I love this movie. It was actually really good. I thought it was going to be awful, and I loved it through most of it. The old man always referred to him as crap instead of crawl. It was pretty funny. All right, so let's see. Is Kansas the right answer? It is not. It is South Dakota. Only 5 people knew that. Carla invites California-bred Crawl, played by iconic surfer boy Pauly Shore, to her family's South Dakota farm for Thanksgiving weekend to fish in the fish out of water comedy Son-in-Law. It came out in 1993. All right, question number 2. Who does not appear in 1983's The Big Chill, which features a flashback to a gluttonous Thanksgiving dinner? A whopping 60% of you went with Robert Downey Jr. We got Jeff Goldblum coming in second, followed by Kevin Kline and Glenn Close. So which one of these people did not appear in The Big Chill? It was Robert Downey Jr. The Big Chill was about a group of young people coming together after the funeral of a college friend, and though it stars many big names, Robert Downey Jr. is not one of them. Question number 3 in our Thanksgiving movie round. What former First Lady is Parker Posey's character homicidally obsessed with in the dark comedy House of Yes? Jacqueline Kennedy coming in number 1, followed by Eleanor Roosevelt, Lady Bird Johnson, and Betty Ford. Just one of you picked on Betty Ford. So let's see, is Jacqueline Kennedy correct? It is indeed. In the House of Yes, Parker Posey's Jackie O emulates former First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy with disastrous results over Thanksgiving weekend in 1983. Question number 4 in round 1. What portmanteau buzzword titles a 2020 Thanksgiving film starring Kat Dennings and Malin Ackerman? Friendsgiving. We got a tie for Thanksgriefing and Thanksgiving. Nobody picked on couples giving. That sounds more like an act. All right, so let's see. Is giving correct? It is indeed. 77% of you got that right. All right, question number 5 and halfway through round number 1. What foreign-born Academy Award-winning director helmed the Thanksgiving drama The Ice Storm? Well, we got to light up all the answers, and y'all are thinking Sam Menendez is it. Let's see. You all are wrong. Ang Lee is it. Ang Lee's The Ice Storm came out in 1997 and depicts the tragic 1973 Thanksgiving weekend of 2 upper-class New England families. All right, so halfway through, let's throw up the scoreboard and see how we're doing. We got Kent, the trivia robot, KI5RVT in the number 1 spot. Steven, KI5HWD in the number 2 spot. And Scott, KI5OVD in the number 3 spot. Congratulations. Y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name, and if you're not licensed, just throw a name in there. They're getting pretty raunchy at this point. It's question number 6, and that means it's time to put those points to use. Y'all place your bets. All right, Kent, this is probably going to help you out. In Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, what city are Neil Page and Del Griffith trying to reach for Thanksgiving? I watched this during Thanksgiving. I absolutely love this movie. I watch it every year, and then when it gets closer to Christmas, we'll be watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, because you can't go wrong with that. So 74% of you said Chicago. We got Boston coming in second, followed by New York and Los Angeles. The correct answer is Chicago. Neil Page and Del Griffith run into endless, insane trouble trying to get to New York from Chicago in the Thanksgiving classic, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. For those of you that really like this movie, and I think we have quite a few in here, they have released a new version that has like an extra hour of stuff that they've never released. So apparently they found it in, oh gosh, who's the guy that did the movie? His estate. They found random VHS tapes. So apparently the quality is not that great, but it is what it is. So if you want to see all the stuff that made it on the cutting room floor, check it out. So 74% of you got this. Let's check the scores and see what that did. That put Norman, N5ZOT, in the number one spot. He got 223 points on that one. Bill, W5ITZ, coming in number two. He got 220. And Kent, KI5RVT, is in the number three spot. He got 146 points on that one. I see a lot of green in there, so that helps a lot of y'all out there. All right, question number 7. What fancy garnish does Joe Fox eat in spite of Kathleen Kelly during Thanksgiving party in You've Got Mail? Y'all are not terribly sure about this. Caviar's coming in first. Edible gold leaf coming in second, followed by saffron and truffle. So what does Joe Fox eat? It's caviar. Kathleen Kelly doesn't hesitate to call out Joe Fox's gluttony and You've Got Mail, saying you're taking all the caviar. The caviar is a garnish. I watched that movie quite a few times. It's a good flick, and it's got the whole AOL thing going to it. So if you need a little nostalgia, go watch it. You'll hear that You Have Mail quite a few times. Question number 8: What lizard does Jack Burns claim laid eggs in his ear in Vietnam during the disastrous Thanksgiving in Little Fockers? Oh, it was close. Gecko was number one for so long, and it takes backseat to skink, followed by a chameleon and a newt. So what laid eggs in his ear? It was a gecko. It was also sold him some insurance. Right before Greg almost cuts off his finger carving the turkey, Jack says his fear of lizards stems from the time a gecko laid eggs in his ear. That's ridiculous. All right. Question number 9. What weapon was Frank juggling while in the military that blinded him as revealed in Scent of a Woman? So I was kind of surprised at this. I didn't remember. Y'all think it's grenades. Bayonet's coming in second. Well, it's tied with that and flares, and then revolvers number 4. So the correct answer is grenades. And I would have thought he would have been a little smarter than that, but you never know. But I don't know. I think I would have picked either. Well, the top 3 really. The last one just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I was really kind of surprised he's juggling grenades. Hoo-ah! Question number 10. What Oscar-winning actress directed the Robert Downey Jr. and Holly Hunter Thanksgiving movie, Home for the Holidays? Y'all are picking on Jodie Foster, 67% of you. Y'all picked this, I was on one of our other movie rounds, and y'all thought she did this, and y'all were wrong, so we'll see how you did on this. Helen Hunt coming in second, Holly Hunter third. Nobody picked on Frances McDormand. Let's see, who directed Home for the Holidays? It was indeed Jodie Foster. 2-time Academy Award-winning Jodie Foster helmed the beloved Thanksgiving film Home for the Holidays. It came out in 1995. I don't recall seeing this movie. I could be wrong. I've slept since then, but you never know. All right, well, let's add up the scores and see how we did in round number 1. Looks like Kent, KI5RVT, is still in the number 1 spot. Just to let y'all know, he says that Ben Stiller is terrible. So, you know, I'm losing respect for you there, Kent. I don't know what to tell you, man. Norman, N5ZOT coming in second, and Holly, W5LUL, welcome to the number 3 spot. Let's go talk to the robot himself. Kent, you missed 3. Which one's got you, man?
That would have been the director of the Ice Storm, the Garnish, because I was thinking that I remember Tom Hanks eating the caviar in Big and then spitting it out and scraping his tongue. I thought that was good. That figured it was different. And the Little Fockers movie, because I hate those movies and I haven't seen all of them. But I have to say, Ben Stiller was amazing at Night at the Museum. All those movies, he was great. KF5RBT.
All right, so you got to tell me this. Did you like Zoolander, any of those? Because those are just completely bonkers off the wall.
I really never watched any of those or any part of those. I did watch Dodgeball, and I thought he was pretty good in that. You know, he plays over the top in everything he does. But I remember the thing where he was talking about milking cats. That was just like, I'm done. So that's about how I feel about him. KF5RBT.
Oh, dude, we got to watch Dodgeball. Rip Torn was my favorite character in that. My favorite line is, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. He played an absolute great drunk in that movie. All right, well, let's go talk to Norman, N5ZOT. He did the same thing, 7 out of 10. Norman, which one's got you?
I'll be honest, I'm not even sure. I guess straight down the line and Kentucky.
All right, man. Well, guessing's good. Oh, Philip, something about Mary. Man, that's a great movie. All right, let's go talk to Holly, W5LUL. Holly got half of them and still managed to make it into the number 3 spot. Holly, are you a Thanksgiving movie watcher?
Actually, I'm going to say no. I was wondering what Thanksgiving movies they were, so I was mostly just guessing. W5LUL.
Well, there you go. So, you know, you don't have to know these things. You just have to be a good guesser, and that's really all that matters. Well, there you have it. There's the top 3, and everybody sees how they're making out in round number 1. We're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, if you're hanging out there and you're wondering what's going on, you can check in to tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name. We got 26 people hanging out with us so far. We're going to fire up the intermission, and we will see you right here for round number 2.
KF5YLS. KI5YLS to K5BZI.
You still said it backwards. K5BZI.
That's right. Looking at Discord, noticed your hat. How are your Texans this week?
Funny you asked. We're about to start a new quarterback, and we might actually win this weekend, so hold your breath.
Let's hope, because it's not looking too toasty right now. But I know Houston Texans looking at a full season of rookies this year. But I can gladly say my Cowboys won and have been killing it this year. So
yeah, I'm definitely going to be watching the Texans play the Dolphins this Sunday because it will be interesting to see how Josh Allen does. I'm really anxious to see. We could really use a quarterback with some pocket presence. So anyway, back to that K5BZI.
All right, we're done with round one intermission. We just got a newsletter in from ARRL, Cody. This just in. Are you ready? Dallas Cowboys suck. That's what it says, man. I don't know. Oh, it's just for you, man. Just for you. And I'm going to keep the repeater open so you can't respond. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. We're going to move you over. We got, 27 people hanging out with us. If I can get my cursor on the right screen, we're going to get everybody moved over into round number 2, which would be really spectacular. But this trackpad's just fighting me. All right, here we go. Round 2, wild animal names. Wild animal names. We'll see how we make this go. Oh, what did Cody say? Oh, even Cody says the Cowboys suck. Cody, that's not fair, man. You don't need to put that in the Discord, man. Oh, he's going wild in the video. All right, let's fire this up. Round number 2, wild animal names. Let's see how y'all do with this. Question number 1. What was the animal nickname of legendary University of Alabama football coach Paul Bryant? Over half of you going with Bear. We got Bulldog coming in second, and then Big Dog and Bobcat tied for third and fourth. So what was the animal nickname of legendary University of Alabama football coach Paul Bryant? Let's see if y'all got this right. It is Bear. Paul William Bear Bryant is one of the most successful college football coaches of all time. He was the youngest head coach of the history of the NCAA to win 300 games and have 30 winning seasons. And it says right here in the notes, he also thinks that the Cowboys suck, Cody. That's just right here in the notes. All right, question number 2. What is the aquatic nickname of the Australian golfer Greg Norman? Y'all are going with shark. Half of you going with that one. The croc coming in second, followed by the gator and the trout. I think I'd want to be the croc, just because I'm full of it. It'd go hand in hand. All right, so let's see if you're right. You are indeed. It is the shark. Greg Norman's aggressive playing style, coupled with Australia's native coastal animal, earned the golfer the nickname the shark. Question number 3 in our wild animal names. Who holds the record for most number 1 songs on the hot mainstream rock track charts with 7? Oh, the sports chatter is flying in the Discord. So we got a tie for first and second. We got John Cougar Mellencamp and Lionel Richie tied for first and second. Seal coming in third and Cat Stevens fourth. So let's see who it is. It is John Cougar Mellencamp. He also holds the record for the most top 10 songs by a solo artist on the mainstream rock track charts with 23. I don't think I've ever heard of the mainstream rock track charts. And it's even harder to say 3 times. Question number 4. What early 1980s Walt Disney live-action film marks the big screen debut of Michael J. Fox? I like that, Kent. I'm taking the Cowboys to the Super Bowl. You know, I have my last Super Bowl game for the Cowboys. It's on a 3.5-inch disc. Good luck trying to get those photos off of that thing. All right, so let's see. Where did y'all go with this one? Midnight Madness coming in number 1, followed by Condor Man. And then The Last Flight of Noah's Ark and Trenchcoat. The Last Flight of Noah's Ark. All right, so let's see. Is it Midnight Madness? Hey, it is. Y'all are good at this. All right, question number 5 and halfway through the wild animal name round. Let's see how y'all do with this one. What was the nickname of hard-partying MFL quarterback Kenny Stabler? Oh man, it was up there close, both Mad Dog and Snake. Mad Dog finally beat it out. We got Wolfman coming in third and the Ape fourth. Only one person went for the Ape. I wonder who that was. We'll find that out later. Let's see. 41% went with Mad Dog. Yeah, y'all are wrong. It is Snake. Of his time with the Oakland Raiders in the 70s, he said that we were the only pro team who traveled with its own bail bondsman. Oh, hello. All right, so we're halfway through. Let's throw up the scores and see Dave, KI5STT in the number 1 spot. Oh, I think he and Holly are cheating off each other. We got Sky N5LX in the number 2 spot. Welcome, welcome, Sky, and Holly W5LUL in the number 3. So y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to remind all the good folks out there listening that this is the Friday Night Trivia Net, and it's brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS, and I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We got 29 people hanging out with us so far, and if you want to join us, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org, click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name, or just your name, if you like old Dixie. It's question number 6. It's time to put those points to use, so y'all get in there and place your bets. All right. Which of these is not the name of a real town in Texas? Oh, spread these points pretty thin. We got New Falcon coming in number 1. We got a tie for second and third between Turkey and Armadillo. Marlin coming in number 4. So which of these is not the name of a real town in Texas? The correct answer is intriguing, because I would have said there's no way. It's Armadillo. Although the armadillo was adopted as the official state mammal of Texas in 1995, there is not a town named in its honor. That's surprising to me. I would have gone with New Falcon as well. So let's see, armadillo. Who picked the armadillo? It's we got the guest account. We got Allie. Way to go, Allie. Allie got that right. As well as the W5ITZ folks, Scott, KI5OBD, and Robert down in Houston. Way to go. Oh, and Volley as well. So 25% of you got that. Let's see what that does to the score. And if things will update. Oh my goodness, this is taking forever. Hello. Alright, well, we'll go look at a different screen. We got Randy, W5ITZ in the number 1 spot, followed by Bill and Volley in the number 3 spot. Hey, it finally updated. These software developers, man, there's something else. Alright, so there it is. There's your top 3. They're the ones you got to beat in the next 4 questions. Let's see how you do with question number 7. In what southwestern U.S. state will you find Bears Ears National Monument? Over half of you going with Utah. Arizona coming in second, followed by Colorado and Texas. So in what southwestern U.S. state will you find Bears Ears National Monument? It is Utah. The Bears Ears National Monument in southeastern Utah was established in 2016 by President Barack Obama and contains over 100,000 protective archaeological sites. And you're right, Kent, those don't look like bear ears. They look like something else. But we're not going to say what they look like on the air. So if you want to know what they are, go over to Discord, because I'm sure something... Yep, Kent got it. Yeah, there we go. And Bill got it. See, everybody was thinking what I was thinking. But I'm not going to say it, because I want you all to go look on Discord. It's going to drive you crazy. Question number 8. Which of these animals' theme title is not a Marx Brothers movie? 50% went with the Cat's Pajamas. Duck Soup coming in second, followed by Horse Feathers and Animal Crackers. So which one of these theme titles is not a Marx Brother movie? The Cat's Pajamas. Y'all are right, man. The Cat's Pajamas was a 1926 silent film starring Betty Bronson and Ricardo Cortez. We got 2 questions left, man. Round number 2 is just zipping by. Question number 9. What heavy metal icon sings the theme song to reality TV series Dog the Bounty Hunter? Y'all are pretty certain it's old Ozzy. We got Rob Halford coming in second, and then we got a tie with Ronnie James Dio and Bruce Dickinson. So let's see. Was it Ozzy? It is. Theme song to Dog the Bounty Hunter was sung by heavy metal icon and original Black Sabbath lead singer Ozzy Osbourne. And the only thing better than Dog the Bounty Hunter is the spoof that South Park does about it. It's pretty awesome. All right, last question. Let's see how you do. Which film did not nab Robin Williams a Best Actor Academy Award nomination? Oh, we got a tie between Awakenings and The Fisher King. Dead Poets Society, that was a good flick, coming in number 3. And Good Morning Vietnam, number 4. So which of these did not get Robin Williams a Best Actor Academy Award nomination? The correct answer is Awakenings. There's a huge paragraph about how this works, but I don't care, and I'm sure you don't either. So we're just going to add up the scores and see how we did on round number 2. We got Randy, W5ITZ, in the number 1 spot, followed by Bill and Volley, number 3. So let's go chat with Randy, who I think last time we heard was lying to us about getting his call sign back. Because if memory serves, you had a call sign, but you let it go. So Randy, you want to get up there and tell us, you missed 4. Which one's got you?
I'm not sure which ones I missed, but I know the sports kickoff early helped out. So was the easy jump there and then doubled up. Just held on from there.
Roger, man. All right, well, let's go talk to W5ITZ Senior and see how he did. He missed half of these things and still managed to come in second. Way to go, Bill. Which one's got you?
Let's see, Rusty. The Walt Disney film with Michael J. Fox, Kenny Stabler. We really thought we knew that one, and we missed it. We thought the mountains that are somewhat described as ears should have been in Arizona. And let's see, Dog, the Bounty Hunter, did not know that was by Ozzy. And the last one, The Fisher King. We went with Awakening. So, yeah, missed half of them, but I guess we were quick on the key. W5ITZ, back to net control.
Roger, man. Well, let's go see if Volley wants to say hello and tell her they only got 4. They missed 4. Are you out there? You want to come in and say hi?
Are you talking to Allie?
I am not. Vollie. We're not really sure. By we, I mean me. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. No such luck. All right, well, maybe Sky, N5LX. Sky only missed 2. And you missed 2, and you're still in the 4th spot, so something tells me the betting question might have got you. How did that work out for you, Sky?
This is N5LX. Hope I'm hitting the repeater. I'm down in the kitchen. I guessed on those for sure. I don't remember which ones they were, but I guessed on a lot of them, and I must be getting good at guessing.
Absolutely, man. You only missed two. All right, well, let's add up both rounds and see how we're doing in the Friday Night Trivia Net. We got Randy, W5ITZ, in the number one spot, followed by Bill and Kent. KI5RBT is in the third spot. What in the world? I think Kent might have had too much Thanksgiving. I think he's falling asleep over there. All right, well, it is that time again. We're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Don't forget, this first question is who is your favorite Thursday Night Net controller? And just go push some buttons over there. Drive some bonkers. All you have to do, if you want to join us, is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. We got 2 more rounds to go, so you got plenty of games to come in and play. We got 29 people hanging out with us. We're going to move you into the second intermission. Y'all go pick your favorite Thursday Night Net controller, and we'll see you right here for round number 3. All right, now we got some clear air, and we got the intermission. So, Cody, you can go back to telling us why you think the Cowboys suck.
This is KI5YLS. They do not suck. If anything, they are complete opposite. A 8-3 team, and they are Super Bowl bound. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody's going to tell me otherwise. They are Super Bowl bound. I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl, but they are definitely Super Bowl bound. And on December 5th, we have a good little meeting with Mr. Odell Beckham Jr., and if we get him to become a Cowboy, oh, then you best believe we're in the Super Bowl. That just punches our golden ticket right there.
Well, you heard it here first. Cody says that the Cowboys are wheelchair bound. That's what he's thinking. That's not really nice to say about your team there, Cody.
Whatever you say, whatever you say. One thing I can say about us Cowboy fans is through win or through loss, we will still continue to be Cowboy fans. I can't say that for a whole lot of other teams. Their fans seem to like to jump the bandwagon. They do good. Oh yeah, we're a Baltimore Ravens fan. We're a Denver Bronco fan. They're not doing too hot. Yeah, no, we don't claim them as our football team. Us Cowboy fans, through thick and thin, will always be a Cowboy fan. Back to that.
Is this frequency in use? WB5TXW. Thank you. KF5CCN WB5TXW, over.
Are we clear to start the net back up, George?
All right. I understood the word George. What was the rest of it, over?
I just wanted to see if we needed to give you a little more time or if we could get the trivia net back up and running.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know about this net. So, have fun. WB5TXW.
Roger, man, and a big happy Thanksgiving to you, sir. All right, so looks like Ernesto won on the favorite Thursday night net controller, man. Way to go, Ernesto. We got Sammy and Ray tied for second and third, Rick coming in fourth, and then Jeffrey and Aaron tied for fifth and sixth. So, congrats on that. Let's get everybody moved over into round number 3. All right, if you're just tuning in and you don't know what is going on, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5DVS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We're on round number 3. We got another round after this, so there's still half the game to go. If you want to get in here and play, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. It's round number 3, which is everything that is about the letter W. The letter W. That's something that the Cowboys don't understand. They've never seen that win. I don't know what it is. It's just Cody's gonna drive down here and kick me someplace happy. So thanks for playing along here, Cody. But yeah, the answer will never be win, especially for the Cowboys. All right, he's giving me the thumbs up and agreeing. So I don't know what's going on over there in Fort Hood, but we're gonna start out round number 3 and see how we get on this one. Question number 1: which W state claims Charleston as its capital city?
TXW.
Go ahead, sir.
Alright, so I'm not playing with the internet, but I'll say West Virginia.
All right, so George, you're in for West Virginia, and that's a pretty good answer, because 77% of the folks said West Virginia as well. So either y'all are all wrong, or you're all right. Wyoming coming in second, followed by Wisconsin and Washington. So where's Charleston? It is in West Virginia. Way to go, George. All right, question number 2. Who stars in the 2005 big screen adaptation of H.G. Wells' The War of the Worlds?
KF5YLS.
Oh, this is another rant about how the Cowboys suck. I don't think we can take it, Cody.
I just wanted to shine a little light on the fact that she said the Cowboys would never see a W. It's not like they're, 8-3, 8 wins, 3 losses. So, I mean, it's not like they have 8 wins or nothing like that.
Correct. They won, last night? I was really surprised. But they did manage to make it happen. But we still got to play. If I got to hear how the trivia net is rigged, then we're gonna have a Cowboys fun with you as well. That's just the way this is paybacks are hell, man. That's just kind of the way it works. All right. So let's see what y'all picked on this one. Tom Cruise is the number one answer here. 69% of you went with that one. If that is going to show up. We got, let's see, Keanu Reeves coming in second, Mel Gibson third, and then Will Smith in the number 4. So let's see who it was. Are y'all correct? You are indeed. Tom Cruise. The 2005 sci-fi film War of the Worlds is based on H.G. Wells' 1898 novel and stars Tom Cruise in the lead role. Question number 3. On what television game show do contestants want to avoid whammies? Got a lot of daytime TV watchers. 87% went with Press Your Luck. We got a tie for Wheel of Fortune and The Chase. Nobody picked Chain Reaction. So let's see. 87% Press Your Luck. Yes, sir. That's it. Contestants of the game show Press Your Luck try to win money and prizes by answering trivia questions and avoiding the dreaded whammy. And there's a great little article about the dude back in the day who figured out the way that the lights worked. And he got like a couple $100,000 from them, and so much so that I think they pulled, they stopped taping because they got a little pissed. They thought something was up, but they ended up having to pay him after a court battle. It was a fun story. Question number 4: which professional North American sports league is home to the Washington Wizards? No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop. Let's see. Oh, y'all are going with the NHL. Really? All right. NBA coming in second, and then the MLB and the NFL tied for third and fourth. So, what are the Washington Wizards? Where are they home? The NBA. Based in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., the Washington Wizards play in the NBA's Eastern Conference. Cody said that one was super easy. NHL, y'all, yeah, NHL gotcha on that one. Question number 5, and halfway through round number 3, who wrote the 1947 novel Wuthering Heights? Let's see. Jane Austen took the number 1 spot, followed by Charlotte Bronte, Emily Bronte, and George Eliot. Let's see. Jane Austen, are y'all right on this one? You're not. Emily Bronte was the person that wrote the book. All right. It's always fun to see when y'all get these things wrong. So question number 5 means we're halfway through. Let's fire up the points and see. The trivia robot is in the number 1 spot. Kent, KI5RBT. Philip, AC5G is in the number 2 spot. And Randy is quite the contestant tonight. W5ITZ in the number 3 spot. Y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody out there you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty. WZ5VBS, I'm your NAT control for tonight. You can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We got 30 people hanging out with us tonight. That number's just going to keep getting bigger. And if you want to join us, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name. And if you're anything like Cody, man, don't get in here and tell us how bad the Cowboys suck. We can't have any more of that. It's question number 6. I'm getting serious. It's fantastic. Put your points to good use and see how you do, ladies and gentlemen. Place your bets. Let's see how we do on this. The Wimpy chain of fast food restaurants is named for a character in this early cartoon. Man, we were on target for a full 100%. 93% went with Popeye. We got a tie for Yogi Bear and the Flintstones. Nobody picked Bugs Bunny. So let's see, where did Wimpy come from? It was Popeye. Though it was founded in the U.S., the Wimpy chain of restaurants became popular in the UK in the 1950s and 60s and is now headquartered in South Africa. The burger chain took its name from J. Wellington Wimpy of Popeye cartoon fame. So just for fun, let's see. We got Jason, KF5HKQ, picked the Flintstones, and Allie picked Yogi Bear. Oh, Allie. No, say it isn't so. All right, so 93%. This is going to be anybody's game on the score here. Oh, look at that. Philip, AC5G launched into the number 1 spot. He got 385 points off of that one. Randy, W5ITZ in the number 2. He got 366 points. And Kent, KI5RVT, got 300. Man, there's a lot of green on that question. We got 4 more questions in the letter W round. Let's see how you do. Question number 7. Which of these fun facts about the marsupial wombat is not true? Number 1 answer on the board. Y'all are going to be really surprised which one you all picked. Their poop is cube-shaped. I totally would have been on board with that one as well. Their poop is not cube-shaped. There's no way. They are native to Australia, coming in 2nd. Males are called jacks, number 3. And number 4 is they cannot run. So now that you've heard all 4, which of these fun facts about the marsupial wombat is not true? The correct answer is, are you ready? They cannot run. Only one person got this right, and I am searching to see it's W7QAG. Let's see. Did you know that that was right, or did you just pick the only correct answer?
No, man, I actually knew that was right. I remember that from somewhere in my history. I remembered that somewhere, and that stood out to me. So, did I know it? No. Did I hear it? Absolutely.
Oh, this is great. Kent just posted a wombat poop on the Discord, and it looks like a little charcoal briquette, man. That is the craziest looking thing in the world. Y'all got to go look at that. Looks like one of those wombats is taking the Cowboys to the Super Bowl, man. Left one behind. All right. Well, there you have it, man. They cannot run. That is crazy. Wombats can run as fast as a human, and when threatened, it can reach speeds up to 25 miles an hour. And they poop in squares. That's gotta hurt. Question number 8. Which of these American classics was not written by poet Walt Whitman? So the picture that Ben just put up looks like they're making caramels. Like, that's just wrong, man. All right. Let's see what we think on this one. I Sing the Body Electric. 47% of you on that one. Oh Captain, My Captain coming in second, followed by Walden and Leaves of Grass. So which of these American classics was not written by poet Walt Whitman? The correct answer is Walden. Detailing his time at Walden Pond in Massachusetts, Walden, or Life in the Woods, was written in 1854 by American transcendentalist author Henry David Thoreau. Only 5 of you knew that one. That's y'all were totally down for I Sing the Body Electric. Y'all were wrong. Question number 9. How did the native North American bird whippoorwill get its name? Over half of you say it's from the sound of its song. We got a tie that it's from a Native American word for hidden, or an old wives' tale, and then its flight pattern is coming in fourth. So how did the native North American bird whippoorwill get its name? The correct answer is from the sound of its song. And I can't think about this without thinking of the Three Amigos with Steve Martin up there. Look up here, look up here, look up here. I'll have to watch that again soon. Question number 10 and the end of round number 3. What was the first single released by song parodist Weird Al Yankovic in 1979? So I know this, what was it? Let's see, Bryce, KI5 SMP talked me into watching the Weird Al Yankovic documentary, if you will, and this came up, so that's like the only reason that I know this. Let's see what y'all think. My Baloney coming in first place, another one rides the bus coming in second, and then we got a tie for third and fourth with Stop Dragging My Car Around and I Love Rocky Road. The correct answer is My Baloney. Weird Al's debut single, My Baloney, was a parody of the 1970 hit My Sharona. Came out in 1979. It took me a while after watching that movie. Well, once they got to the Michael Jackson part to realize that it was all just a bunch of crap. But hey, I digress. Let's see. We are done with round number 3. Let's add up the scores and see. Oh, the Trivia Robot is back in the number 1 spot. Kent, KI5 RVT. We got Philip, AC5G, in the number 2 spot. And Bill, W5ITZ, sneaking in the number 3 spot. Let's go chat with Kent. Kent only missed 2. Which one's got you, man?
I missed the wombat question. I knew their poop was square, and that's really all I knew about it. And I missed the Walt Whitman poem. Unfortunately, I don't read very much. I don't read very much poetry. I do read a lot, but not poetry. KF5 RBT.
Well, man, that's more than I knew. I had no. The square poop is still just cracking me up. All right, Philip, AC5G. Philip also has the Fox out this weekend in Travis County if you're looking for something to do in this lovely weather that we have. Philip missed 4. Got a score 770. Which one's got you, Philip?
I'm kind of messed up on the second half after the betting question. A lot of those got me, but luckily there was a lot of sports ones in the first there, so that helped out. And luckily the sports ones weren't remembering all the Cowboys that had been arrested or something, so I did pretty good with that. AC5G, back to net.
Yeah, we should totally have like a Cowboys. We should get like a number of, how many grams of cocaine have the Cowboys been through in their entire history? I bet that's not a small number. All right, well, let's go travel over to Bill, W5ITZ out in Ganado, Texas. Bill got 6 out of the 10 correct as well. Way to go, Bill. Which one's got you?
Hey, Rusty, I do not spend a lot of time reading, so the Wuthering Heights question got me. The marsupial question got me, although that was hilarious. I think that one goes down as the best question we've had ever. And then also the Walt Whitman question and the Whippoorwill. I should have known it was a song, but I didn't choose that one. W5ITZ, back to net.
Yeah, the square poop, man, that was great. I will give you that. That was a pretty awesome question. All right, well, we're going to take another quick intermission so everybody can refill their drinks and take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. And just a reminder, man, we got one more round, but you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name, and you too can be playing along with us. We're going to move everybody into the third intermission, and we will see you right back here for round number 4.
W7QAG.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Rusty, I can't remember his call sign. KF5YSL or whatever. Cody, our Dallas Cowboys guy. Is he? Cody, you out there?
KI5YLS, you got your ears on? I think all this talk of the Cowboys, he turned off his ears, but I think he's working on it right now, so he will be with us shortly.
All right, I'm going to issue him a public challenge on his Cowboys prediction. So when he comes back, then we'll take care of that.
Looks like he might be having audio problems, but we'll ping him at the end of this and see if we can get him back in here.
All right, no worries. Thanks, Rusty. Hey, I thought you were taking the weekend off, man.
Yeah, me too, but I ended up, my brother called me and was like, hey, if you want to go to the ranch with us, just hop on. So he ended up driving to Thanksgiving, and I went with him, and they came back today, so I was like, hey, you know what, that works well. I wasn't quite sure if I was coming back today or on Sunday, but he made that decision for me, so there you have it.
Well, cool. Good to have you, man. Appreciate it.
KI5YLS, I am back in hearing.
KI5YLS, this is W7QAG. Mike, I'm going to issue a challenge publicly. You think that the Cowboys are Super Bowl bound. Did I hear that right?
I mean, with an 8-3 record and the rest of our season looking pretty easy, our only challenge is the Eagles. Yeah, I would say we are Super Bowl bound if we don't get to the playoffs and just suddenly choke like we always do. But I think we should be looking good this year.
All right. W7QAD return. Are you willing to back that up?
Normally, I'm not one to take. I feel a bet coming on. Normally, I'm not one to take bets, but you know what? I'm feeling good about this one, so what's up?
Okay, here's the deal. If I lose and say they're not going, whether they win or lose or not, it doesn't matter. If they get into the Super Bowl, then you win, okay? If that happens, then I will give you $200. If you're wrong, then you need to give the Crossroads Ham Radio Club $200 to support them.
You got yourself a deal, my friend.
Cool. All right. We did that publicly, so everybody knows what's going on there. So that's the way that'll go. W7 QAG clear.
You got yourself a deal, just because, I'm not saying I'm gonna lose. But but when I win, I could really use that to get some gas, go take a trip somewhere, relax, maybe a day off, whatever. But if in some wild universe, you do win, at least the money's going to a good cause. So, I can't complain too much, but, not if, but when I win, I will be definitely sending my, information your way.
Okay, fair enough. W7 QAG. Back to the net. Thanks, Rusty.
All right, Cody. Looks like you got the P.O. box. I think they take rupees and pesos and U.S. dollars. So depending on how big a box you want to send their direction, you can make that happen. All right. Well, I think there's something about trading things for money and stuff on ham radio. So we're just going to say that that's for a ham radio and something. If you are out there with the FCC, just please send all your hate mail to w5itz@arrl.net. Thanks, Bill. All right. Well, there we have it. We're done with intermission at number 3. We'll get everybody into round number 4 and see how you do with the Thanksgiving songs. I always try to sneak in some music fun in round number 4, if at all possible, because I know Incognito likes the music stuff. So we'll see how good they do with the Thanksgiving songs. And before we do that, though, we got to remind everybody yet again, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can come hang out with us. We're a whole bunch of fun. We got 30 people hanging out. It's round number 4. You got one whole round, Thanksgiving music. So come in here and play. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. If you're listening to us on the scanner, our Broadcastify stream, or our YouTube stream, all we need is your name. so you don't have to have a call sign, but get in here and play. It's a whole lot of fun. So we're going to fire up round number 4 and see what in the world this round's about. It's going to be entertaining, I bet you, though. Let's see. Question number 1. What song, typically associated with Christmas, was actually written for Thanksgiving? So the only thing that you are certain about is that it is not Silent Night. It's pretty dead heat. We got O Come All Ye Faithful in the number 1 spot, followed by Jingle Bells and Joy to the World. So which of these was actually written for Thanksgiving? I thought this was interesting. It was Jingle Bells. Originally copyrighted with the name The One Horse Open Sleigh, the song we know today as Jingle Bells came out in 1857 and was originally written to be sung at Thanksgiving. So there you have it. Question number 2. According to folk singer-songwriter Arlo Guthrie, you can get anything you want someplace in the world. Ket's going for Walmart. That's not an answer, but that's what he's going for. So it's a bit of a toss-up. We got Alice's Restaurant coming in first, followed by the Sunset Grill, and then a tie for Holiday Inn and Trader Vic's. I would have gone for Trader Vic's. So where can you get anything you want? It's down at Alice's Restaurant. Clocking in at over 18 minutes long and taking up one whole side of Arlo Guthrie's 1967 Alice's Restaurant album. The title protest song was inspired by real events that happened to Guthrie one Thanksgiving. Question number 3. What popular Thanksgiving stuffing ingredient has the Dave Matthews Band been jamming on since 2007? Oh man, cornbread eking up into the number 1 spot, followed by sage, apples, and nobody picks sausages. So let's see if cornbread is the right answer. It is indeed, and I love that we have Rachel Ray's picture of cornbread. That's hilarious. The Dave Matthews Band song "Cornbread" debuted during their 2007 summer tour, and has not only been played during one time since in 2007. Wow, let's try that with English. Has only not been played during a show one time. These words don't make sense. All right, we'll fix that on question number 4, hopefully. In 2021, what country singer released the ode to overeating stretchy pants? Y'all have no clue. Absolutely no clue. It's a 3-way tie between Dolly Parton, Kelsea Ballerini, Casey Musgrave, and then Carrie Underwood coming in 4th. Actually, she's holding it up. That's pretty funny. All right, so let's see. Who wrote Stretchy Pants? It was the number 4 choice. In November 2021, Carrie Underwood released the holiday overeating anthem Stretchy Pants and pledged to donate a portion of the proceeds to Nashville-based The Store to help feed families in need. I wonder if she poops in squares. That'd be kind of interesting. All right, question number 5. Locomotion singer Little Eva suggested a different movement in 1963's Let's Turkey Blank? So y'all think it's Let's Turkey Trot. That sounds like taking the Cowboys to the Super Bowl to me. Let's see. Gobble coming in second. Swing number 3. And Chance number 4. So let's see, what was it? Was it Let's Turkey Trot? Yeah, it was. Her third single, Let's Turkey Trot, came out in 1963 and peaked at number 20 on the U.S. charts. So that's question number 5. Let's throw the old scoreboard up and see. We got Scott. Check it out. KI5OVD. He is in the number 1 spot. Kit, KI5RVT in the number 2 spot. And Laura, KI5OLG in the number 3 spot. Congrats on that one. Y'all check out your scores. And while you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody one more time. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS, and I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game, but we got 5 questions left, so you better move. If you want to do it, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name. We got 30 people hanging out with us. It's question number 6, and you know what that means. Place your bets. Oh, here we go. Which of these famous folks is not mentioned in Adam Sandler's The Thanksgiving Song? Well, let's see. Half of you are saying Cheryl Teagues. Wow. Sammy Davis Jr. coming in second, followed by Betty Grable, and then Frank Sinatra. Man, Frank Sinatra only got 8%. All right, so let's see. Which of these folks is not mentioned in Adam Sandler's The Thanksgiving Song? The correct answer is Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra, featuring several celebrity and pop culture references. The Thanksgiving Song was first performed by Adam Sandler and Kevin Nealon Saturday Night Live in 1992. Frank Sinatra is not mentioned in this song. We only got 2 people. One of those was Scott, KI5OBD. Congratulations on that one, man. And the other one was Robert. Only those 2 knew that one. I would have guessed Cheryl Teagues as well. The rest of those I could have sworn I heard. So we got 2 people. Let's see how that did for Robert and Scott. That puts Scott in the number 1 spot. He's just up there, man. 150 points on that one. Way to go, man. Number 2 is Laura, KI5OLG. So we have almost, we got a 205-point difference between first and second. So Scott, I think it's time to go make you another drink, man. And Steve, KG5LAA, in the number 3 spot. Okay, let's see. We got 4 questions left. Let's see how you do with question number 7. Ray Davies, lead singer of the English band Blank, released Thanksgiving Day in 2005. Let's see what you think. Over half of you said the Kinks. And with an answer like that, y'all can't be wrong, can you? No, you are correct. London-born Ray Davies, formerly of the Kinks, released Thanksgiving on a 5-song EP in the U.S. in 2005? Question number 8. Bob Marley combined reggae and gospel in 1983's posthumously released Give Thanks and Blank. Looking like Rejoice taking the number 1 spot, followed by Praises and Gratitude. It's definitely not Give Thanks and Prayers. So let's see. What was it? It was Give Thanks and Praises. Only 8 of you got that. Released 2 years after the reggae legend's death, and the Bob Marley and the Wailers Confrontation 1983 album features the song Give Thanks and Praises. Yeah, I'm sure weed was in there too. That was just, I think that was a given. They didn't even have to say that. They just knew. Question number 9. What folk singer's Thanksgiving song begins with the lines, "Grateful for each hand we hold, gathered around this table"? Man, it took all the way to the end, but Mary Chapin Carpenter beating out everybody. Gordon Lightfoot coming in second, Pete Seeger third, Janice Ian fourth. So, who wrote this song? That was Mary Chapin Carpenter. All right, question number 10, and we're going to wrap up our Thanksgiving song round. Let's see what it is. Billie Holiday, Bing Crosby, and Diana Krall are among the many singers with versions of jazz standard Autumn in Blank. Looking like New York, where y'all are going. Paris coming in second, followed by London and Philadelphia. So what was it? It's Autumn in New York. Composed in 1934 by Vernon Duke, Autumn in New York has become a jazz standard and covered by many artists. Frank Sinatra's version reached number 27 on the charts back in 1949. All right, 13 of you knew that one. That is the end of round number 4. Let's add up the scores and see who did what. Looks like Scott, KI5OVD, took the number 1 spot. Steve, KG5LAA, in the number 2 spot. And Laura, KI5OLG, in the number 3 spot. So let's go chat with Scott, KI5OVD. Since he disappeared from video, we're going to call him back. There he is. I covered for you, man. Scott, you missed 4. No, you missed 3. Which one's got you, man?
Let me see. Stretchy Pants, I never heard the song. I picked Dolly Parton. And the Thanksgiving Grateful for each hand we hold gathered around this table. I had no idea. Took a wild guess. And the last one, the Autumn in New York, I thought Paris. So, yeah. Man, I've been all over the place. At the end, at the middle of round 3, I was dead last, number 30. KI5OVD, back to net.
Roger, man. Yeah, and here you are, 639 points in the first spot, and Steve, KG5LAA, is in the number 2 spot. He's got 450 points. Steve, you missed 4. Which one's got you, man?
I started off bad with the first one, the Christmas song. I said Joy to the World instead of Jingle Bells. And let's see, the Stretchy Pants one, I had no clue. Oh, no, I meant to hit Carrie Underwood, but I fat-fingered it. And let's see, the Adam Sandler, I picked Cheryl Teague. So those are what I chose, the KG5LAA, back to net.
Roger, man. Well, there you have it. We're going to go down and talk to Laura, KI5OLG. She did the same thing. She only missed 4. She got 395 points. Laura, which one's got you? Well, looks like Laura is receive only. She might have had to take down the big antenna. So there you have it. There's your top 3 for round number 4. We're going to add up all 4 rounds and see who is the winner of tonight's Friday night trivia net. Let's see. Looks like Kent, KI5 RBT, snuck up into the first spot with 2,093 points. Bill, W5ITZ in the number 2 spot, and Randy, W5ITZ Jr. in the number 3. Let's go chat with Kent, KI5 RBT. Congratulations, man, on winning the net. What are you and Ben up to this weekend?
Right now, I think we're going to be probably spending the entire weekend playing Diablo 3 and trying to level him up because he's working really hard on that. And I don't know if y'all saw, but at the very beginning of the game, I was playing Whimsyshire on Diablo 3, which is a level where instead of fighting demons, you're fighting like little teddy bears and unicorns and stuff. And I'm trying to unlock that level so he can play it. I just lucked into it and he couldn't get to my level. That's about it. KI5 RBT.
Roger, man. Well, good luck with Diablo. This is a great weekend to stay indoor and play some games. So y'all have fun and enjoy yourself. Let's go chat with Bill, W5ITZ. Bill, what's going on in Ganado this weekend?
Hey, Rusty, we've got the house full of kids and grandkids, and that's our young granddaughter that is sitting on her dad's lap playing trivia with us. So the weather's kept us in the house most of the weekend, but we're enjoying lots of good family time. And with that, I'll turn it back to Ned. This is W5ITZ.
Roger, man. Well, it's good that you have all the family there. Pass the mic over there to Randy, and let's find out what Randy's doing this weekend.
Well, somebody's got to be the voice of reason in all this chaos, so I try to keep everything running well and not add too much into it, but it's a difficult job, and apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, so it gets a little bit nuts around here from time to time, and it's still going.
Oh man, yeah, I couldn't imagine trying to be responsible for your dad. That's you got a big job, man. So good luck to you. You get an extra crown when you get to heaven, man. You have to put up with that your whole life. Let's go chat with Scott, KI5 OBD. Scott, what are you doing this weekend, man?
Very little, Rusty, very little. Vacationing. It's just me and the dogs here this weekend. And only thing on my list is a haircut, but I may not even do that. I'm just enjoying really being a slug. Just relaxing and enjoying some solitude and some time with the dogs. KI5OBD.
Man, that sounds fantastic. I'm going to be doing the same thing. I didn't know I was going to be home so early, so I have 2 days that have basically appeared out of nowhere. So I'm going to be doing the same thing, man, just hanging out and enjoying being inside with all this cruddy weather out there. Well, right on, man. Happy Thanksgiving. And let's go chat with Sky, N5LX. Sky, how was your Thanksgiving? And you already found the fox, so that's one thing you can check off your list, but anything else going on this weekend?
This is N5LX. I like Scott's idea. I think that's pretty good. But no, I had a really good Thanksgiving. Got to spend time with some friends and make some new friends. I'll probably this weekend I was thinking maybe to look and see if there's a hockey game. Also getting my attic. I'm getting some blown insulation in my attic, or insulation blown into the attic. So I need to it's like my last ditch. I'm going to do a final tuning on those antennas up there because I don't want to go back up there once they do that. And just for anybody out there who's interested, I don't recommend attic antennas. They're a real pain.
Right on, man. Yeah, you've been up in that attic quite a bit, so hopefully the insulation won't make things too crazy. You can get back in there and play if you need. Well, all right, man. Well, happy Thanksgiving, and congratulations. I'm pretty sure you were the first person to find the fox. I don't know that, but we got Phillips coming up. I'll ask him. We got Incognito in the 6th place, and they never want to talk, so I guess that's why they're Incognito. So congratulations, Incognito on 6th place. It's good to have you in the game. Let's go chat with Steven, KI5HWD. Steven, what's going on this weekend for you, sir?
KI5HWD, we just be working on our tractor trying to change out our transmission.
Oh, man, that sounds like a job, man. Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you, and good luck on that. Let's go chat with Holly, W5LUL. Holly, what's going on down south this weekend?
Well, most of it's already happened. The Longhorns won today. The tree is up, but it's not decorated. We had a lovely Thanksgiving with our family, and I just wanted to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and thanks for hosting the Friday Night Trivia, Rusty. W5LUL.
Well, it's always a pleasure having you and Dave hang out with us. You already got the tree up, man. You're keeping everybody on their toes here. Well, happy Thanksgiving, and glad your horns won. It's always a good time. Let's go chat with Philip, AC5G. Philip placed the fox out in Travis County, and apparently it's a bit of a bear, and you need some scuba gear to make it happen. Philip, how was your Thanksgiving, man, and what you got going on for the weekend?
Had off Thanksgiving, still working through the leftovers on that one, and not too much for this weekend. I might go out and check on the fox tonight or tomorrow, maybe tomorrow with it still kind of raining here, but just make sure the battery doesn't die. I'm going to leave that out until Sunday around 5 o'clock. I'll just scoop it up before it gets too dark. So good luck to anyone hunting, and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. AC5.
All right. Hopefully the fox doesn't get rained on too much, and it'll keep doing its thing. Well, right on, man. Have a good weekend, and thanks again for placing the fox. We can always count on you and Sky to make those happen, and man, I really appreciate it. Last but not least, let's go talk to Norman, N5ZOT. Norman, how was your Thanksgiving, and what you got planned for the weekend? Well, I guess Norman is getting his drink refilled. Probably better than anything else. So there you have it. There's your top 10 for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. Thank you all for playing. And now it's time to move everybody over into the final elimination round. This one is a fun one. For those of you that are new and haven't played, it works just like the Trivia Net. The Trivia Net is completely over. This is just our fun way of kicking you out and sending you home. So you got 15 seconds. You don't have to be fast. You just have to be right. And we got all the way to question number 7 last week, but man, it's been like question 2 or 3 that's been getting everybody. So we'll see how we do. We got 22 people continuing over into the elimination round. Make sure you wake up your phone or whatever device you have if you want to play, and get in here and play with us. We're going to let the repeaters take a quick break, and when we come back, we will be with question number 1. Okay, here we go. Let's see how you do with this one. Question number 1. Geographically, what is the easternmost Central Division city in Major League Baseball? We'll do that one again just so y'all can think. Geographically, what is the easternmost Central Division city in Major League Baseball? Well, we lit up all the answers. That means we're going to have quite a few people going home, looks like. Pittsburgh coming in first place, followed by Atlanta, Detroit, and Cincinnati. So, geographically, what is the easternmost Central Division city in Major League Baseball? The correct answer is actually Pittsburgh. Despite being farther east than Atlanta, home of the Braves who play the National League East, the Pittsburgh Pirates play in the National League Central Division. So there you have it. We have 8 survivors left. We got 17 people eliminated. This is going to be a big one. Bill, cover up her ears because we got to say goodnight to Dixie Normus. He's no longer with us. Holly, W5LUL, good night, dear. Steve, KG5LAA, Allie, Philip, AC5G, Steven, KI5HWD, Scott, KI5OBD, man, what got you? Man, what a bummer. Sky, N5LX isn't with us, and Bill, KI5WNK, Leonard, KI5NLC. Good to see you and Leslie in the game tonight, man. We got old Rick, man, KI5YLS. He didn't get that one. Oh, and Kent, KI5RBT, and Ernesto, KI5PZN. So we're down to 8 with just one question, man. That was a big one. Let's see how you do with question number 2. What Office castmate does not appear in The 40-Year-Old Virgin with Steve Carell? Ooh, we got 3 choices here. It's either Angela, Phyllis, or Jenna. So let's see. Which of these did not appear in The 40-Year-Old Virgin? Y'all are going with Angela. Oh, that is correct. That is it. All right, well, so let's see. That was 4 people. We're down to 4 people. And we got to say goodnight to Incognito, Bill, W5ITZ, and his adorable little granddaughter. Oh, she's so cute. Laura, KI5OLG, and Leslie, KI5NLC. So we got it down to 4. Let's see how they do on question number 3. What is the geographical nickname of former boxer turned actor Randall Cobb best known for in his role in Raising Arizona? Well, y'all are for sure it's not London. Texas coming in number 1, and then we got a split between the Big Easy and Okie for 2nd and 3rd. So let's see. Either somebody's right or you're all going home. Tex is the correct answer, and that brings us down to 2. We got to say goodnight to Randy, KI5WTZ, and K-Mock. We're down to Dave and Texas Pie, W7QAG. All right, y'all. Let's see how they do with question number 4. Let's see if who's going to win this one. Which of these elements of Greek mythology did not number 12? Ooh, it's a 50-50. All right, it's either Titans or Labors of Hercules. Nobody picked the heads of the Hydra or the Olympic gods. So which of these elements of Greek mythology did not number 12? The correct answer is heads of Hydra. They both got it wrong. They're both going home. In Greek mythology, there were 12 Olympic gods. There were 12 Titans, and Hercules had to perform 12 labors. The Hydra, however, only had 9 heads, and that is why. So that puts us at nobody. We got to say goodnight to Dave, KI5STT, and W7QAG. Oh, what a bummer. I hate it when it gets everybody. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We hope you had a good time hanging out with us. The Friday Night Trivia Net is a service of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK, and made possible through the generosity of people just like you. For more information on the club, becoming a member, or to learn how you can donate, visit us online at n5oak.org. I'd also like to thank Kyle, KA5D, and the fine folks at the Crossroads Ham Radio Club for linking their repeater system for tonight's game. If you'd like to see all the fun things they're up to, or just want more information about the KA5D or W5LCR repeater systems, visit them online at ka5d.com or crhrc.org. And before you close your web browser, stop by and check out the BBS. You can play door games. Nobody needs Diablo, man. You can go play Trade Wars. It's a whole lot more fun. You can also check out TriviaNet player rankings, stats, net logs, net check-ins. Everything can be found on the website. Don't forget, this weekend, AC5G Fox Hunt is in place. All the details can be found on the web and in the Fox Hunt channel on Discord. Also, don't forget, tune in this Sunday for the Wind Down Net. Our very own Miresto, KI5PZN, and KI5SYX are here every Sunday at 7:30, and I'm sure this is going to be a good one. Everybody's going to be talking about all their crazy family and all the Thanksgiving fun and how many pounds they gained. So check in with Miresto on Sunday at 7:30. It's always a great net. The Wind Down, the weekly Wind Down Net, right here and the KA5D system. Well, as y'all know, this is WZ5BBS, and it's time to bring tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net to a close. I'm going to signal all the repeaters to switch back into regular amateur use, and while they're doing that, I'd like to thank y'all for inviting us into your home tonight. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope your hearts and your tummies are full. Y'all have a great weekend. Be safe, and we will see you here next Friday for the Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net. 73, y'all.